And their definition of happiness is bringing you down to the level of misery they experience every day.
So lads, Caitlin Clark led the WNBA in All-Star voting. All these fans losing their damn minds. They're not happy. Rigged public vote, who cares?
Yesterday, Caitlin Clark was named WNBA All-Star captain. Her record-breaking 1.3 million votes cemented her as a fan favorite, but it also caused chaos, particularly from Angel Reese, whose response has everyone wondering if this is the beginning of a fierce rivalry or if Clark's dominance has completely upended the WNBA's biggest stars.
She was always going to lead the W in All-Star voting, but
It's not just impressive, it's historic. Caitlin Clark won WNBA All-Star captain with an astounding 1.3 million All-Star votes. She didn't lead the pack. She obliterated it. This wasn't a popularity contest. Rather, it was a resounding declaration from basketball fans, critics, and the general public alike that she is an amazing basketball player who does things on the court that we haven't seen in the world.
She is an incredible basketball player. She does things on the court that we have not seen in the women's game.
The influence of Clark extends beyond the figures. Her leadership is a significant milestone, but it's not just about becoming an all-star. It's about becoming the star. The sort of accomplishment that sets the greats apart from the legends. Caitlin Clark has solidified her status as a once-in-a-generation sensation and is no longer merely a budding talent. The way she accomplished this is what makes it even more impressive. It's not just a victory for Caitlin Clark. It's a victory for the WNBA as she's redefining what it means to be a superstar in a league that's ready for its next era. Despite dealing with injuries and constant scrutiny, she's performed at a level few can match. Critics point to her turnovers. But let's face it, those come with the territory of greatness. She's a playmaker carrying her team and the league on her shoulders. With this kind of momentum, her all-star leadership is more than just a title. It's a turning point. Clark is rewriting history rather than merely creating it.
Let me just blow this. Look at that. I noticed it right off the bat. Look, number one, look at all the purple seats down here in this lower bowl section.
However, not everyone is rejoicing about Angel. Reese is a name that is practically always associated with Clark's and WNBA conversations. Claimed to have taken the news seriously, though the details are still up in the air. Fans noticed cryptic social media posts, subtle clues, and a change in tone from Reese's typical assurance. It seems personal, doesn't it? Reese isn't just upset about missing out on a captaincy. She's also upset about being overshadowed.
Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated, and that's unfortunate.
Reese's season hasn't exactly been easy. Her team has only won 4 games, and her performances, while occasionally outstanding, haven't been consistent. It must hurt to see Clark not only succeed, but also dominate. And there's also the story of how the focus has been on Clark, while Reese seems to fade into the background. For someone as talented and competitive as Reese, this is sure to be a bitter pill to swallow.
Caitlin Clark received 1.3 million All-Star votes this year, the top 30 vote getters in 2023.
Game averaged 1.3 million viewers. It peaked at 1.6 million, and this was up 13% over last year's regular season ESPN average for WNBA games.
The sheer magnitude of Clark's popularity, she's more than just a fan favorite, makes her victory all the more intriguing. Clark's influence immediately aided athletes like Fee Collier, who received an astounding 1.1 million votes. Nike, who was always the master of promotion, made her so famous that even her detractors couldn't ignore her. Speaking of those detractors, their fervent attention just serves to further her rise to fame. This is a cultural moment rather than just a basketball story. Although Clark and Reese's animosity has always existed, this all-star vote has intensified it. Will this be the catalyst for a more intense rivalry? Or simply a new chapter in an expanding story of domination and competition?
Combination of the two things make her the golden goose for the WNBA. Go after her, compete with her, get the better of her at every turn.
The WNBA has never witnessed anything like this before, and everyone will be watching to see what happens next. Caitlin Clark has demonstrated that she can perform well under pressure. But what about Angel Reese? Will she use this as inspiration to get back stronger, or will the pressure of Clark's success continue to cloud her season?
Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level.
Angel basketball fans are captivated by Reese's response to Caitlin Clark's All-Star leadership. Although Ree hasn't made any public statements, fans have been deciphering her cryptic social media tweets. It's almost as though Reese is asking, how did this happen, without really saying it. And to be honest, can you blame her? There's a faint hint of dissatisfaction, perhaps even.
Up the whole, there's more than one needle mover as far as attendance goes as an individual.
For someone as talented as Ree, this season must feel like a lost chance, especially when you see Clark succeeding in spite of her own struggles. Caitlin Clark has taken over the WNBA Reese narrative, while her team has only managed 4 victories this season. Her individual performances, let's just say they've been inconsistent. One game, she's a highlight reel. The next, she's a ghost on the court.
When millions and millions of people are tuning in to watch her play, they're watching her play because of the basketball.
Naturally, fans have been eager to speculate, and the statistics support the idea that Ree feels overshadowed by Clark's domination. The thing is that this isn't just about basketball statistics. It's also about the larger narrative of competition rivalry and the struggle for attention. While Reese's star power appears to be waning, at least for the time being, Clark isn't just winning games. She's winning the hearts of basketball fans everywhere.
It's all the double voting and everything, but there was double voting back then. There's double voting in the NBA. They just try to encourage people to vote no matter what.
Now let's get into the All-Star voting controversy, because, wow, there's a lot to discuss. First, some fans, primarily those who support Reese, claim that Clark's huge vote total was unjustly inflated. They blame everything from biased media coverage to overzealous fans. But let's face it, if the vote was rigged, who exactly did it? Clark's supporters didn't just show up, they showed up, and the results speak for themselves. Moreover, it's ironic that those who are criticizing her selection are frequently the ones who are boosting her popularity by tweeting, posting, and tweeting about why Clark shouldn't be an All-Star captain. Simply keep her name in the public eye. It's like dousing a fire with water and asking why it keeps getting bigger.
I just think that she's elevating the profile of women's sports in a way that most women should deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate.
However, let's not overlook the comparisons made between the NBA and WNBA voting systems. Both leagues rely significantly on fan interaction and have experienced their fair share of scandals. But the WNBA system seems to generate more discussion because, in a league still vying for mainstream recognition, every vote feels more important. And when someone like Caitlin Clark breaks records, it's bound to cause some agitation.